Hello. I had a quick hiccup right there. Didn't realize that I didn't have that started. But hello. Welcome. I am Kami Nakomi and welcome back to Kami Nakomi's World for another edition of Lakers and the Other 29. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. This is your one-stop shop for entertainment and sports content. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. Of course, we're going to be talking about the Lakers game coming up tonight. The Lakers are on their second to last stop on their road trip currently right now. Um their current record is 4-2 after they beat the Toronto Raptors just the other day, and now they hope to go ahead and continue to extend their record and put another W up on their record. And of course, we are here to hope that they do it too. Please, before we start though, can you go ahead and like, comment if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Please go ahead and share this channel with your friends. I'm trying to get my subs up before we get too deep into the season. I want to share this with my people. I want to share this with everybody over there. So please go ahead and do that. And I thank you so much in advance. Please, appreciate it. Much appreciated. But we're going to get into the game. We're talking about the game tonight. The game, this is the fifth. The Lakers are currently in the fifth place in the West. We were up, at the top for a little bit, just for a couple games. But, we lost. We let go of one against the Phoenix Suns. And we lost also to, what was that last team that we lost to? Darn it. It was both some good teams that warranted the loss. If anything, if you could say that a team warrants, a loss. We lost the other game to the Cavs. The Cavs, which is currently still 7-1, I believe, in the league, and the Suns, which is also definitely doing very, very well in the standings. Currently, right now, Cleveland is 7-0. Like I said, close behind them is Boston Celtics at 6-1. But right now we are rooting for the Lakers, of course, and they are 4-2. And they lost to the Phoenix Sun, which is currently 5-1. So we lost to some really good teams. At least we didn't lose to bums, which is relevant for tonight, because our game tonight is against the Detroit Pistons. We are in Detroit tonight, and the game starts at 7:30, so I'm not going to stay here too long with you guys. I just want to talk a little bit about the game, some different situations that's going on, and we hope that also that we lock in as a team and and bring this win home. This is one of those wins that you should win. I mean, although you cannot overlook the Pistons. You can't overlook the Pistons. They just beat another team, which is not great, the Brooklyn Nets. But you would think that they would be like 1-6 by now, but no, they actually doing pretty well. Everybody's is showing up. Jaden Ivy came through with 15 in their last game. Cade Cunningham came through with 19, 5 and 6. Jalen Duren, he's doing the damn thing for them with 13 and 17 in the last game with 4 assists. So he's also a big man who could block with 3 blocks, and he gave out 4 assists. So he's also looking around. Tim Hardaway Jr. found a home over there. He's a starter. He gave them 14 points. And Tobias Harris, he gave him 18 with Malik Beasley giving them another 18 off the bench. It was enough to catapult them over the Brooklyn Nets. So we got a team that if you give them a little bit of hope, they're going to figure out a way to maybe get in the game and make it interesting. The Lakers got to go in from the jump, assert their dominance. The young cat Duren is probably eager in there, but at the same time, AD gotta show him what a professional looks like, a professional scorer looks like. So AD got to do the damn thing while he's in there. Also, we need to continue to share the ball. We don't need to, we're not going against any world beaters, so we could definitely spread the love all around so we need to get, of course, AR involved, who's going to be involved. We need to get D'Lo involved. D'Lo needs to stay aggressive. Also, of course, Braun and AD are going to make their points, but at the same time, Rui needs to stay aggressive. We're going to probably have our usual starting 5: D'Lo, AR, Rui, Braun, and AD. We come out, be assertive, be aggressive, Don't look past this team. Do not underestimate this team. Get to a good lead and keep your foot on the gas all the way through the third quarter. And that's easy. That's how you beat a team. Expect the runs. Take those lumps and keep on going. Don't ease up and take it, and you're gonna go cruise control for the rest of the game. That's how you lose. That's how you lose, especially against a team like Detroit, where everybody, all their fans are coming to see you, Bron. Everybody coming to see you, AD and AR. You know what I mean? But they also rooting for their team to win. They want to see you play, but they're not rooting for you to win. So we got to go in there and realize that this is definitely an away game. We behind enemy territory, and we got to take this win and get out of there before the lights come up. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we got to do. Plain and simple. So we got to stay focused and we got to stay sharp. You know what I'm saying? Don't take them lightly at all, and don't take your foot off the pedal. And I feel like we definitely should be able to outscore them and go on. That's our starting rotation, as I mentioned earlier. But the issue that we have to consider sometimes is our bench. Our bench is just not as consistent as we would love. Definitely, Dalton Connect is carrying a very heavy load from the bench, which I think might put him into the Rookie of the Year category if this is the kind of bench scoring that we're going to get. Christie and Gabe needs to be more consistent. And, of course, you have Hayes coming off the bench. He's been pretty good, but he needs to continue to give that energy so that when AD is on the bench, we don't have to rush him back in. I mean, he's not going to be AD, but at the same time, we just need a body out there who's going to be, competitive and who's going to guard the rim as best as possible. You know what I mean? For as long as we have him. Now, we, of course, some people might have heard the information. The news came out of a resurfaced or a surfaced a video that has surfaced from Jackson Hayes' altercation with his girlfriend from back, I think, in 2022 or 2021. And so the league is looking into that. And if it looks like if they find out any information that maybe was different from the information that they thought before, it might turn into something a little bit more serious. But we're hoping that that's not the situation, because we would hate to have to rush Koloko or whomever we have else out there out because he's on a suspension. So I'm hoping that all the information that they had that they needed is out there, and we're not going to need to worry ourselves too much about Jackson Hayes until there might come a time where we might need to trade him, which is fairly understood. That's basically a situation that he might come up into a trade. I mean, we're all looking for trades, of course, to make LA better again. So another situation that came out is, of course, Jalen Hood-Schifino is his third year has been, they have decided to decline his third year. So he's going to be pretty much like a free agent next year. So they might actually decide, since he's now a expiring contract, to throw him into a trade, which actually might even out Jalen Hood-Schifino and say D'Lo. Would it be? Because Jalen Hood-Schifino has a $3.8 million contract. Walker Kessler has a $2.9 million contract. Colin Sexton has an $18.3 million contract. And D'Angelo Russell has an $18.6 million contract. I kind of feel like that with a throw in one first round pick. I think that would be good. 2 first round picks. I feel jittery about thinking about that. At the same time, Gil's Arena, what they was talking about it, and Gil said something that made sense. At the same time, he was just like, right now you guys are trying to win right now anyway, and the teams and the picks that we're going to be giving up might not be that beneficial anyway. So, I get it. Both, I would rather keep at least one pick just for Kessler. I mean, he's decent, but he's not no world beater. He's not, marketing. So, but at the same time, I mean, I hope that we get something done soon, because we definitely need that extra punch, especially if we could get like a Walker Kessler to come off the bench, play sometimes with AD, and come off the bench, and also be able to maybe be someone who we could possibly, maybe if we need it, have him in the last quarter. I think that definitely he has the skill to be able to hang in those times. So, but got to see it to really understand what it's going to look like. But hey, so that's basically as far as trades. Nothing else has been, of course, nothing else has been announced. Of course, everybody will be talking about it if anything's coming close, but we're going to keep our ears open just in case anything comes up, guys. Of course, Laker Nation, we are here and ready to support. One last thing, and we're having a lot of issues on the bench, but we need to stay consistent. I think I mentioned it before that a really good lineup that we had out one time was Braun, Hayes, Rui, Gabe, and AR. And those kind of pairings feel really good to me. Maybe not specifically Gabe or Hayes really brings that kind of thing, or Rui is just another good person to have there. But orchestrating the people to have Braun and AR orchestrate, they've been doing it for several years together, so they fit really, really well together. Also, on the other hand, you have D'Lo and AD. D'Lo is the best person that I've seen make entry passes to AD in the paint. You know what I mean? So having them play together is basically most best beneficial. So I see already that to me is how it should go, unless it's out of the starting or they had the starting lineup out there where they got to basically figure out a way to get enough touches for everybody. And for that to happen, they need to pass the ball. They need to share the ball. And they need to continue to just basically play and switch and just play good defense. And I think we should be good. Or at least we should be good and be able to hold and tread water until we get some more help, hopefully in the future. So I'm not going to take too much more of your time, guys. I know it's only 12 minutes in. I'm here. Actually, before I leave, I'm going to basically tell y'all how I'm going to be watching the game tonight. Tonight is actually one of those special nights where as I've spoken before, I have a VR headset. So I usually love to play games and different things like that. But another thing that the Meta Quest via VR headset provides is an app called Horizons. And in Horizons, you actually can go there and watch live NBA games. And they also offered WNBA games, and literally you're sitting on the sidelines, guys. So if you haven't experienced it before, please go out there, and if you have a VR headset and it's a Meta VR headset, please, I mean, you should have Horizons downloaded. It's basically like one of the basic apps for your VR headset. Go there and see if you can find the game. It's going to start the same time when the game starts. I'm just going to be sitting down, chilling right there, and I'm going to be probably just swinging my head back and forth because it literally you feel and it looks like you're sitting on the sidelines. So it's an amazing experience. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope to see y'all out there. I'm coming to Comey in the VR world too, so hit me up if you see me out there. Go ahead and request me as a friend, and I'd love to meet you out in the VR world, in the virtual reality world, guys. But until next time, I'm calling night. Please, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like the video. You know what I mean? And I'll come back hopefully for the post game. Also, and tell you what my experience was like. I wish I could take pictures, but of course, NBA has a lock, the stranglehold on all images and likenesses from the game. So it is what it is. But please like the video. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so before. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? You know what I mean? Go ahead and comment. Drop a comment. I'll holler back at you if I see the comment. You know what I mean? Take care of one another. Take care of yourself. Get out there and vote. If you haven't done so already, get out there and vote. Okay? Kamala Harris has approved this message. Please, people, we need you. We need you. It's okay. I'm never afraid to speak. I mean, some things I'll basically, take, not really want to press on, but at the same time, this is something I truly believe in. And I want to make sure that at least if you're out there and you're a viewer and you live here in the United States of America and you can vote, please do not waste it and throw it away on a third party candidate. Please, I hope you're not throwing it away on someone who, is all the things bad about this world, and you support someone who is qualified and who actually cares about doing a good job rather than helping everybody else except people who really need the help. So please go out there and vote. Tomorrow is election day. Do your job, do your civic duty, and we thank you for your effort. We thank you for your effort. And until next time, like I said, practice that crossover. Practice that crossover. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't too, and it's not too, too late to get your skills back together. Make sure that shot is wet, and may you always find water and shade in these hot times. Peace out to you all. Love you.